wabarakatuh, and a very pleasant evening ahead to members of this house. We are debating on a motion that this house would never give the death penalty to anybody forever and ever, and we on the opposition side totally oppose with the motion by saying that we do support death penalty simply because death penalty serves a very significant purpose towards mankind, and that is why we are opposing this motion. I'll be dividing my debate for today with two parts, that is first equal rebuttal, and the second part is extension of the second and third point that is under the keyword of prevention is better than cure, and the other one is the effects towards by implementing this motion itself. Okay, we'll start with the first speaker who is very, very enthusiastic, my speaker. Well, they say by having what they want in their case is that you have a second chance for the criminals itself. They say by having the second chance, you can actually give them a chance to live. You can actually make them to actually learn their lesson. But then again, my first speaker already questioned them. How can you ensure that that particular person would actually repent? No, because why? I'll explain that later. First, when they're trying to say that the first speaker actually repeat again and again by saying that death penalty is a crime, that he can say that death penalty is cruel. But think again. When we talk about, they give an example about murderers, where murderers kill other people. When they want to talk about death penalty is a crime. But then again, death penalty, what this particular means is taking another person's life. When we do this particular death penalty towards the murderers, we are actually giving them what do they deserve. Why? Because murderers are actually taking other people's life too. So that is why we're supposed to do death penalty, because we're making it a very balanced one. Okay, I'll move on with the second speaker, that she said that we want to put the prison for a lifetime. Okay, when they talk about that we should put the prison for a lifetime, then I will explain this in my first point and my second point that is under the keywords of effects towards implementing this motion, because it really comes under the words of cost effective. Then the second speaker actually proudly saying that they have the right to kill people. They are saying to us that while we having this death penalty, they question us, do we have the rights to kill that particular murderer? But then again, we question them, do the murderers itself have the right to kill that other particular person? So that is why we're saying they have no right to talk about rights, and that goes outside the window, Madam Speaker. Then the third point is under the keyword where they talk about it wasted time and energy, where it wastes time and energy of the judge. They say it wasted time and energy of the judge himself. But then again, the second speaker actually point out that they want to put these criminals in a prison for a lifetime. Think about it. When you want to put a person in a prison, you have to go through court. So the same thing goes. When you want to put people in prison, you don't have to actually investigate whether the case is true or not. You have to go through the court itself. Do you think that if they're trying to say by the waste time and energy of the judge itself, then are they saying that they want to let the criminals to go around? No. So I'm not sure what they're presenting. Is it they want to let them go away, or they want to put them in prison, because it's actually not related. So I think that I've done with the yes.
You're run away from the problem instead of facing it, ladies and gentlemen. That is why.
But the thing is, they are the one proposing it. They are the ones who said that they want to put the murderers for a lifetime in the prison itself. And I'll show another reason why that is not effective. Okay, we'll move on with the first point that is under the keyword of prevention is better than cure. The status quo itself stated that death penalty is for the first degree itself. My first speaker already pointed out the definition of death penalty only occurs to those criminals who did the first degree crimes itself. Therefore, this will actually make the criminals or person who have the intention of doing the crime would actually think twice of doing it. For example, if I know that I'll be doing this crime and finally I'll be in death penalty, I'll make sure that I wouldn't be doing it, because then I'll be saying that, okay, if I do this, I'll be having a death penalty, so okay, don't do it. So then people will think that, hey, if I do this, I'll be punished by death penalty, which is death penalty, as we all know, it's the death. It's actually the highest of punishment. I'll explain to you what is death penalty. Death penalty is the most severe a human can give to another person. So by actually implementing that they want to say by putting them in prison, I'll question that. What makes you think by using a weaker antidote will actually decrease the number of crime? As we all know, as we clearly know that death penalty is the biggest punishment, is the strongest antidote. That's why. Well, they might say that, oh, okay, how come if right now the status quo itself, it has death penalty, but still the number of crimes is increasing. But the thing that if the numbers of crime is still increasing, firstly, it's because it increased simultaneously with the numbers of people that is increasing in the world. But the second thing is, okay fine, the number is increasing, but do you think by actually putting a weaker punishment will actually decrease the number? No! So therefore, it goes out the window again. Then I'll give it, my third point is under the keyword of effects of implementing this motion. Firstly, what happens if we do implement this motion? Are you going to see, okay, if we don't implement this motion, fine, they want to say that it will be putting them, it will actually put them in jail for a lifetime. Then this one, okay, this is what I am going to rebut, like I stated earlier. I'll be rebutting in my second point, that is under the keyword of cost effective. Firstly, you're putting a person in a jail. Why are we wasting money on this particular person itself? They are murderers for God's sake. Firstly, our jails are overcrowded. But why are we doing this? Why are we actually spending our money on maintaining it? Isn't cost effective? Why? Because instead, this money can actually be used for development itself. First, for murderers example, why waste on feeding people who actually kill other person? Instead, this money could actually be used for something else with a higher purpose, Madam Speaker. That's why I say by actually keeping those prisoners in jail, the murderers, the criminals itself in jail is actually a waste of money. And that is why we say that is cost effective. So before I take my seat, I would like to reaffirm our stand that this house, I would like to reaffirm our stand that we simply oppose with today's motion simply because death penalty serves a very significant purpose towards mankind. With that, I proudly